First at 9, a traumatic experience. That's how a man in Vestavia Hills describes what he says happened to him 2 weeks ago when he says a woman pointed a gun at him in traffic.
Yeah, but he says what's happened since then or has not happened is just as upsetting. Your reporter James Giles is on this case, giving us more about what happened in this story and getting some answers from police. James.
Yeah, Brittany, Tommy Gardner says he wants his neighbors to know what exactly happened to him and for someone to be held accountable. But Vestavia Hills Police Department says investigations and arrests can take time.
It looked like a 40 cal.
Tommy Gardner still in shock after he says a gun was pointed at him during what he calls a road rage incident nearly 2 weeks ago on Highway 31 near Park South Shopping Center.
Like pointed right at me.
He followed the SUV, which he says had 2 women inside, calling 911, staying on the phone until officers caught up with him 6 miles away. He says officers questioned, detained, and then released the women. And nearly 2 weeks later, no one has been arrested.
They act like it's an everyday occurrence.
For him, the investigation is moving too slow.
A lot of times people don't understand that if the shoe was on the other foot, they would want all the processes gone through.
Captain Johnny Evans with Vestavia Hills Police says they're investigating the incident but can't make an arrest without following every step of the process, starting with talking to both sides.
We'd like to have those recorded so we can go back at later dates and if they're when it goes to court or things like that. Also, once that's done, we take our case from the investigation side and present it to our magistrate's office.
Gardner says he understands that process and has tried to do his part by trying to get an arrest warrant, but says that's also been a struggle.
I feel like I'm just kind of being brushed aside. Like just, hey man, you didn't get hurt, just whatever, it's no big deal.
He says he's made several calls and visits to the police department trying to get an update from the lead detective.
It was scary, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I was looking down the barrel of a gun.
Meanwhile, Vestavia Hills police say they're working to protect all their citizens.
Sometimes it's a he said, they said, she said, and if we went out and did that, we would just be arresting people for no reason, and we try to do the best job that we can and make sure that we have probable cause for every arrest that's made.
Now, speaking generally, Captain Evans says every case is different. Some require more legwork than others, and investigators have to look at every single detail, including what led up to the incident. For Gardner, he says the last time he heard from police was last Thursday.